This is the first video in our series, Getting Started with WooCommerce. We're going to break up this series into multiple small videos because it's probably a section that you'll need to refer to back on a regular basis, so we want to make it easier for you to find exactly what you're looking for. In this first video, we're going to cover the initial installation and using the WooCommerce Setup Wizard. Now, because WooCommerce is a free plugin, you can get it directly through WordPress repository. If you hover over Plugins and you click Add New, and in the search bar, just type in WooCommerce. It should be the first one that pops up, but just make sure that you see this by automatic. That's just to make sure that you're looking at the right plugin, because there are a ton of WooCommerce plugins available, so you want to make sure that you're getting the core plugin. Once you see it, just click on Install Now, and then click on Activate. And that's going to automatically bring you to the WooCommerce Setup Wizard. So just click on Let's Go. Now in this first step, this is what WooCommerce is going to create all the pages that your eShop is going to use. So the shop page is the page where your products are going to be listed. The cart is the virtual shopping cart that your users are going to use. So when they're looking at that page, they can manage the products that they've added to their basket, and they can manage the quantities and things like that. The checkout is the actual payment and checkout page. And the My Account page, which allows, depending on what functionality you have in your store, it allows people to review their previous orders or manage their account information. And these pages are identical to the pages that you create in WordPress. There's no difference, except that WooCommerce is going to create those and automatically insert the shortcodes which make the store functionality work. So you'll see them in the same place that you'll see all the other pages listed. You just shouldn't, it's not recommended to go in there and edit or mess with them because they're set up for WooCommerce specifically. You can also change these pages later, but in general, these pages work great right out of the box. Just leave them alone and they will they'll work how they should. So we're going to allow WooCommerce to set up our pages. So when you see this page, all you need to do is click on Continue. The next step is your store location, and this is going to default to the country that you're in. I am currently in Czech Republic, so you see that Czech Republic pops up, but you can just click on this and enter in the first couple letters of the country that you're in and select that. And then you can do the same thing with your currency. So right now, I'm in Czech, so I would, if I was opening up a store that was going to be based in Czech Republic, I would pick the Czech crown. But you can pick the dollar or the euro or whatever your local currency is, and that's going to be the currency that the store prices are shown in. And then because every country, or not every country, but a lot of different countries, there's a lot of different currency formats. Some of them put the currency symbol on the right side of the price, some on the left, some in the States, we use the decimal point, and in Europe they use commas and things like that. So for the thousand separator and the decimal separator, you can put in the symbol that makes sense for your local currency. You can select the number of decimals, so this is the number of amounts after the whole currency. And then you can select this box if you're going to be charging sales tax. So if you're going to be selling, if you're going to be adding tax onto your products, or you have to legally charge your customer's tax, just check this box and it will enable the tax system. And the second option is when you're creating a product and you're entering in the price, whether that price is going to include the tax already, or if it's exclusive of tax, whether or not the system is going to be calculating tax for you and adding that on either on the front page or during checkout. So if you just want to enter in the base price and have the system calculate the tax and do it exclusive of tax, but if you want to enter in the price yourself and you're going to handle adding in that tax amount, then you do it inclusive. So make your selections and then just click on Continue. For shipping, if you are going to be shipping physical products, you're going to enter in the weight unit and the dimension unit that makes sense for your local terms, and click on Continue. And then payments. Now for payments, on this screen, you're actually selecting the available payment methods that are going to be on your site. For most people, that's going to be PayPal or PayPal Standard. So this PayPal refers to PayPal Express Checkout. and this one applies to PayPal. So for now, I'll go over what the difference is, but for now, if you know you're going to be using PayPal, just check on both of them. If you know you're going to be using Stripe, check on that. And then these, the offline options, which are check payments, bank transfer, and cash on delivery. And we'll just select all of them for now, but just select the payment methods that you're going to be using most. Now, if you know that you're not going to be using any of these, so for example, if you're in Europe and you're going to be using Global Web Pay, or you're going to be using another payment processor, you're probably going to have to purchase an extension for that or get one from them. So you can just click skip this step, or just click on PayPal for now. You can deactivate it and then click continue. But if you're not going to be using any of these, just click on skip this step and it won't enable any of the default payment methods. And the final step here is the theme. Now, you're not going to need this because we're going to be building our front end with either the Divi theme or the Beaver Builder, one of those two options for the moment. There might be more later, but we're going to be designing our own storefront with those builders, so we don't need the free theme that comes with WooCommerce. So we're going to skip this step so that it doesn't install that theme, because we're not going to need it. And this last step, your store is now set up. That's the end of the setup. But there is this option here, and what this does, if you click allow on this, it allows WooCommerce, or WooThemes, the company behind WooCommerce, to get diagnostic information about your store. Now, this is not sensitive information. It's not customer data. It's not anything that you wouldn't want to share. It's strictly performance and diagnostic information about how their plugin operates and runs and performs on your website. So the more information we can get them, the easier it is for them to improve and build on their plugins. So there is no downside to allowing them. So if you'd like to be nice and say thank you for this amazing free plugin, just click allow. I'm going to hit no thanks, just because this is a staging site that isn't going to exist in a few minutes, so there's no point in wasting their time with it. And then after that, just click on this link down here that says return to the WordPress dashboard. And that's it. Now WooCommerce is installed. So just go down through the rest of the tutorials, which will walk you through how to set up the settings in your WooCommerce store, as well as how to create products.